Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Luke Monster, and today I'll be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Imperial Officer Dark Times. This figure is from, of course, the brand new TV show Andor, and I cannot wait to review it for you guys. This figure is actually a Walmart exclusive, and it's a character that we really haven't heard of. I mean, it's just an Imperial officer, so like it doesn't have a name or anything like that, which is a little unfortunate. We have not seen it in the show yet, so hopefully we see him in the near future, one of the later episodes. But yeah, I do really love his outfit. Let's go ahead and take a close look at the box here. We do have that amazing artwork on the side here. I love how this looks. Looking pretty good. We do actually have the arm of the shore trooper kind of showing up there on the side of the art, but flipping around to the box, we do have the exact same artwork right there. It is number 2 in the Andor line, and you can pause and read the bio if you would like. Anyway, other than that, there's not a whole lot going on with the box, so let's go ahead and crack this guy open and see what he looks like. Real quick though, before I do get into the review, if you are new to the channel, make sure to go down and hit the like button and subscribe, because we are giving away this clone Captain Rex at 8,500 subs, and we are just over 500 subs away, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for all the recent support. Like I said, if you aren't subbed yet, go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me out on the channel a lot, and plus you can get entered into the giveaway. Anyway, on to the review. Alrighty, so we do have the Imperial officer on the spinny stand, and I am loving how this figure looks. His cape is a hard plastic, but it is a malleable plastic, so you can kind of bend it, and so I guess it's not a hard plastic. It's more of a soft plastic, actually, but yeah, it's bendable, but it still kind of holds its shape. And so what I actually did is I bended the cape back, and it makes it look like it's blowing in the wind, and I really like that. It's a cool effect, and it's something that you really couldn't do with a cloth cape unless it had a wire in it, and we all know that Hasbro does not put wires in their capes. So yeah, this is a pretty cool option, and I do love all the detail that the hard plastic cape offers. So really happy with how this looks, especially on the spinny stand. It looks really cool. So let's go ahead, take him off of the spinny stand and take a closer look. So for the most part, this is a reuse of a figure. It does just use that standard Imperial officer body underneath. It does have this brand new cape, which is looking great. But yeah, I do love the cape, like I said. How you actually do it is, if you wanted that like wavy look, you kind of just bend the cape back like so, and let it blow in the wind, and there you go. You kind of have that wavy effect to it. It's hard to do like with through the camera, but yeah, it is looking pretty cool like that. But of course, since this is on that old Imperial officer body, he does have pretty poor articulation. His arm can go up about that far. It can't go much farther up than that, just because this big chest overlay does get in the way. His elbow does not get 90, which is unfortunate. He does have a horizontal hinge on that hand and a vertical hinge on this hand. He has 2 trigger fingers though, which is really weird because he's not a dual wield character, so I don't really know why they decided to give him trigger fingers on both hands, but it is what it is. Legs can kick up about that far. After that, this piece of plastic does start to get in the way. And he does have double jointed knees. Again, you can kind of only do it about that far back before that cape gets in the way. So the cape definitely does hinder articulation, but he does have pivots and rockers at the ankles. Overall, solid articulation. It also does look like he has thigh cuts as well. Obviously, you cannot see them underneath. And then he does have some chest, like ab articulation as well. So it's a dated figure when it comes to articulation, just because it is on that old body, but it gets the job done for what it is. And to be honest, the cape does get in the way of most of the articulation anyway, so it's not like it needs a ton of range of motion. But yeah, pretty solid figure overall. Looking at the face, this is a brand new face. I don't think this is a named character at all, so we don't really know whose face this is, but it does look pretty cool. Definitely love the photoreal on this. It does not really have that shiny face syndrome, which is nice. It does a little bit, but it's much better than it used to be. And then of course the hat is actually part of the mold, so it's not removable. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at some comparisons. Anyway, first up for comparisons, we do have the 2 other Andor figures that are pretty much new figures. I say that loosely because they do both use reuse, but we do have the Imperial Officer Ferric on the right side, and we have Andor in his Aldani disguise. Both are looking great, and both look great next to this officer. To be honest, I know all of these are like generic officers, except for Cassian, but to be honest, I love that outfit for Cassian, and I'm probably just going to use him as a generic officer as well, just because I think that outfit and that design for like a trooper looks really, really cool. Next up, we do have the Shore Troopers. We have the Andor Shore Trooper on the left and the original on the right. Both are looking great, and cannot wait to see the Shore Troopers in the show. I think they're going to be really cool, and I'm just a big Shore Trooper fan, so really excited to see them show up. After that, for comparisons, we do have the Death Trooper on the right and the Mix Mayfeld in his Imperial disguise on the left. Both are looking great, and both are just cool looking troopers, so I thought it would be cool to have them flank this Imperial officer. Like I said, we don't really know like the rank or what this Imperial officer plays in the show, but I really want to see because I really like how he looks, and I do think he looks pretty prestigious with how the cape is, so I like to see how he actually turns out being in the show. And then last up for comparisons, we do have the classic Mandalorian Imperial Stormtrooper on the left and the Jedha Patrol Imperial Stormtrooper on the right. Both are looking great, and of course you can't have an Imperial officer without Stormtroopers, so I thought they would be perfect for the comparison. Anyway, they are looking great, and this is just one nice looking Imperial officer. So yeah, overall, I do really like this figure. It is unfortunate that they did reuse that old Imperial officer body, just because it is a little outdated, but it gets the job done, and it makes sense because obviously that is what he is. He's an Imperial officer, so it makes perfect sense, but like I said, that body is a little outdated. I do love the cape though, I love the face, and overall I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I can look past the body, like I said, because it is accurate, and there's really no need for them to make a new one. While I would love a new one, it just wouldn't make sense. So overall, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5, like I said, and I do suggest this figure to any Imperial fans or fans of the brand new show Andor. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.